Okay. Good morning, you guys. I haven't been on in a while, so you guys probably like, what? Probably nobody will come in here. But I'm on my way to school. Woo! And I almost dropped my phone. Hold on. Let me get it right. But yeah, I'm on my way to school. Hopefully you guys can hear me because of all the cars and stuff. I'm gonna wipe my camera. Hopefully. Okay. Pay attention to the road so I don't get hit. All these cars. Okay. Try not to get hit by a car. Give me 1 second. Once I get across this busy road, I'll start talking. I don't want to kill myself on YouTube live. Alright. Don't want to kill myself. This road is busy. Busy. Anyways, I wanted to talk about time management because I'm realizing just how important time management is. I know I've spoken about this before, but not really. Like I've brought it up. Like I brought up the fact that I was struggling with time management, but I never really spoke about ways to help as far as managing my time better. So I'm just gonna talk about anybody else who's struggling with time management. I'm just gonna basically talk about the things that I have been doing that I noticed has been helping me manage my time better. So as you guys know, because I've been kind of MIA, I started school June 6th. I started school for clinical medical assistant. And then July, I started school, June 6th, I started online school for audio production. July 3rd, I started school for clinical medical assistant. One's online, one's not. And then, if you don't know, I have 3 beautiful kids, 4, 6, and 12. And obviously, all the home duties, like cooking and cleaning and making sure, I'm spending some time with my kids. All of that homework, that's a lot. It's a lot. And it was very overwhelming, especially for somebody who struggles with depression, PTSD, anxiety, and all that. Just do normal stuff is overwhelming. So, in the beginning, when I first started, in the beginning, when I first started school, basically, I was struggling, like really bad. I was struggling to get there on time. I was always showing up a half hour late. I was struggling getting homework in on time. It was always going in late. I was just struggling, like big time. I was struggling managing my time. Everything was late. I was late all the time. I was late for appointments all the time. Just everything. And another part of that was procrastinating. I was procrastinating a lot. And a lot of that had to do with just being depressed and not wanting to do it. But so I'd just wait till the last minute. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? I need to do this. It needs to get it. Whatever the case may be. So it's hot, you guys. Forgive me. So yeah, I last month or so, 2 months. Yeah, about the last month or 2 months, I've been doing pretty good as far as managing my time. Besides the whole YouTube thing. I'm sorry, I know I've been struggling managing my time and being more consistent on YouTube. That's one thing that I am still working on. But the things that I've noticed that have been working for me as far as school goals and stuff like that is definitely a weekly planner. So I've been using a weekly planner. I kind of not fully like I use at it and I'm like, okay, I won't do almost exactly what's on there, but I'll make time for something during those slots. So I've been using a weekly planner. That's been helping me. I've also kind of been talking to other people as far as like, I don't know if you guys know Meet and I. If you watch Meet and I here on YouTube, they're an awesome couple. They're married. They also had the VSG surgery recently. And they're on their journey. Their journey starts all the way from the beginning of them getting, going, deciding that they were going to do that, to their present day. I can't remember how far along out they are, but not too long ago they had their surgery. And they talk about their trips that they go on as a family and all kinds of stuff. So if you don't already watch Meet and I, definitely go watch Meet and I. So I was talking to, I'm not sure which one it was. It was either Meet or her husband. I believe her husband's name is Anwar. And I was basically talking about time management. And I asked them, what do you guys do? Because I noticed that they're very consistent. Very consistent. Their videos are very well done. And they kind of just explained to me that they plan everything out ahead of time. And they don't overwhelm themselves by doing everything, by uploading multiple times a week. They basically make sure that they are, they do it once a week. They have a set time once a week. They upload. And that way the people that are following them know, okay, we know on this day every week to look out for Meet and I. So I was kind of like trying to implement that within my life as far as homework and the days I'm gonna do homework, the days I'm gonna set aside strictly for homework, and basically just planning out everything. What are some things that you guys do for time management? And that's kind of a question that I've been asking people. I pay attention. I observe people's behavior. I observe if people are always on time. I observe all kinds of stuff. And so I'll ask them, what do you do to make sure that you're always on time? What are you doing to make sure that you're not overwhelmed? And I think people need to do that more. Not just with time management, but with everything. If you're struggling with something and you notice that somebody else is struggling or doesn't struggle with that, they're actually really good, that's one of their strengths, don't be afraid to open your mouth and ask, what is it that you do that helps you better manage your time or your depression or your anxiety or whatever it is. Don't be afraid. I'm talking about making sure I don't get hit by a car at the same time. To open this, use it. Use it. I notice like a lot of people, even in class, for example, the teacher will be teaching something and a lot of people will have questions, but nobody will ask them. But we'll all whisper, how do you do this? Or what did she say? Or I don't know if I'm doing this right. We'll whisper them to each other. But it seems like people are afraid to like say, hey, miss, can you repeat yourself? Or I didn't get that last part. I don't understand what you were saying. Can you say it again a different way so that I can understand? People are scared for whatever reason, just in life in general, to ask. I don't know if they feel like it makes them weak, but I'm learning, don't be that way. I'm learning that if you want to know how to do something, do not be afraid. Even things as simple as managing your time or your depression, don't be afraid to open your fucking mouth, excuse my language, but open your mouth and say, I need help, or ask other people how they do it. So, lately, hold on, let me let this, whatever it is, go go by. So lately I've been super proud of myself because I have been managing my time for the last like month and a half pretty freaking good. I haven't been late to class. If anything, I think I've been late one time, maybe. But I've been on time, and I've been not only on time, but I've been anywhere from an hour to 30 minutes on time, which is really good. And I've been on time for my appointments. I haven't been missing my appointments. Just everything has been like good. And really, the only thing that has changed is I started opening my mouth more and asking people how. How do you do it? And when I noticed and learned how they did it, I noticed it works. So, yeah, I didn't want to talk about much but time management because time management is so, no, hi Katrina, how are you? Not dental school. I'm going to school for clinical medical assisting and audio production. Right now I'm on my way to clinical medical assistant. That's why I'm in my scrub. It's hot and I got these hot scrubs on, but that's why I'm in my scrubs. And I'm almost done with that. I'll be done with that and doing my externship in September. Yeah, the end of September. So I'm super excited about that because then that means I can work. I have not worked in a long time. I haven't worked a job where it's not commission since 2011. So I'm super excited, and that's another reason why I've been struggling with everything because all this is new. It's new. Having to get up, having to report somewhere every day, not making your own schedule. When you do commission, you make your own schedule. You work really when you want to work. You work for however long you want to work. You don't have to really answer to nobody. And the amount of money you make commission-wise, it all depends on your effort that you put in to trying to make the money, right? So that's what I've been used to for years. Doing Avon. I still do Avon, but not like that. But people can go on my online store and order. So if you guys want how to do that, leave a comment and I'll put it in the description box. But I'm not about to be like, go to blah blah blah. We're not doing all that. I know, I'm tired. I feel fat right now. But yeah, so I was doing Avon. I was doing energy sales. What else was I doing? A whole bunch of different, I think I tried Herbalife for a little bit. What else was I doing? But everything I was doing was commission based. One year I was doing so good that I was able to file taxes and I got back almost $5,000. But it's not reliable, I don't think. It's good sometimes, it's bad sometimes. It's not really reliable. The income's not guaranteed. You go to work and you can work hard all day doing commission and make one sale or two, and it's not worth it. So yeah, so this is definitely hard for me. It's hard, but I'm figuring out, and it feels really good. Actually, it feels good because now I feel like I'm actually a part of society. I'm not just sitting at home. Yeah, that's what happens. I'm sorry. My horoscope notification pops up and it took over my whole screen. But yeah, it's hard. And that's why I said time management is very important. Managing my kids, online school, this school, cooking, cleaning, And then my kids are, I'm not gonna lie, my kids are good kids, but they're difficult because they're all hyperactive. All three of them, very hyperactive. All three of them, well, two of them struggle with authority figures. So you tell them to do something, it's almost like pulling teeth. Like, can you just listen? Why does everything have to be a battle? So it is, it's very hard. But I'm figuring it out. And I think I'm doing a good job figuring it out as I go along. And really the key is managing your time and prioritizing. That's another thing. Prioritizing what's important. For example, I'll give you guys an example. This morning, I really did not want to leave my house with my kitchen a mess. Usually, that would irk me to the point where I'd clean it and I'd go to class late. And I'd be like, you know what, I don't care. As long as when I get home, I don't have to clean. All I have to do is cook. I will be late to class. Let me cross this busy street. So, what is this person doing? That was something that I had to learn, that you cannot beat yourself up, or you cannot, you can't do sometimes you just can't do everything that you want to do. Sometimes you have to prioritize. You have to say, okay, if I do this now, I'm going to be late. So I need to swallow whatever the hell I need to swallow and do it later. No matter how much I don't want to do it later. And that's something that I had to learn to do, because I that's one of the reasons why in the beginning I was always so late to class, like a whole half hour, because I was refusing to leave my house with clothes on the floor from the kids getting dressed, lotion bottles in the kitchen from the kids putting lotion on in the kitchen, just things all over the place. And it was overwhelming. So I'm like, I don't want to come back to this mess. I really don't. I don't. So I would clean it, and then I'd be late for class. So, and the same thing, you know, over the weekends. I just had to learn how to accept mess. I think that's hard sometimes for moms or people in general. When you have kids, you have to learn to accept mess sometimes. I don't mean dirtiness, but I mean mess, like clutter. Maybe shoes are not in the closet, they're scattered on the floor, you know. Maybe the dishes are in the sink for like a day or two, whatever it is, so that I didn't go crazy with and get super overwhelmed and depressed and all of that. I absolutely had to learn how to just accept things for what they are at the moment, because then I'm like, who's coming over here? Nobody's coming over here. It's just me and my kids. I can go clean the kitchen and clean the living room, or I can go sit down and do my homework, get it out the way, rest a little bit, then clean the kitchen and clean the living room. You know? So it's definitely something I had to learn so that I'm not overwhelming myself and I'm not, you know, going crazy over here. So that's another thing that helps. Managing time sometimes means removing things from the list of things to do. Things that are not that important. Things that can wait. And prioritizing the most important. Like Sundays. My most important thing on Sunday is homework. That's what needs to get done. If it's not done by Sunday, because my homeworks for online school is usually due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. That's when my homework's due for online school. So if it's not already done by Sunday, because usually I try to get it done by Saturday the latest, Sunday is my day to prioritize. The main thing on that list is homework. So no, we can't go to the lake today. No, we can't go outside because I can't sit out there and watch you. Well, it's too hot now to be sitting out there doing homework. But you guys get what I'm saying. Prioritize. It's the most important thing. So yeah. I'm almost at school. Yep. And to be on time for school as well, I've been leaving early. Um, Try to be dressed before I get the kids dressed or before their bus comes. And then as soon as that bus comes, I try to make sure I have all my stuff already together so when that bus comes, I can just leave. That way I'll be to school somewhere between a half hour to an hour early. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm almost at school. So, good morning. I'm almost at school. So, if you guys have any things or techniques that you use to help manage your time, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. And I will definitely look at them, maybe implement them, things that have been working for you guys. Because I could use a little more assistance. I could use a little more, I can't think of the word. Whatever the word is I'm looking for, I could use a little more of it. So yeah. Hello. Maybe people stare at me. It's not uncomfortable. All right. Yes. The air feels so good. I need to see if this lady has my attendance sheet. Because I need to bring my attendance sheet over to my worker. Walk here. It's good to know. I can look at the time and see. Is Elena not here yet? Good morning.
So, hi Whitney. So they get a donor egg from a young woman. And if there's nothing wrong with them,
Oh, my back.
they get
Is my back wet?
hormones so that they're able to carry the pregnancy.
Back is wet.
I read recently about a grandmother. Her youngest daughter could not carry a pregnancy. She kept on miscarrying. So the grandmother carried the baby for her.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yeah, she was 62.
Oh, wow.
And she had no complications during the pregnancy. Kept on getting, all the injections. She was in very good shape.
Wow.
You know.
62.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah.
Older. My back is all sweaty. Let me see.
So yeah.
Oh, you guys can't see. Oh yeah, my back is all wet and sweaty. Anyways, I'm about to get off of this. But yeah, if you have any questions that you want me to talk about, anything you want me to talk about, whether it's VSG related, PTSD, bipolar, anything related, basically mental health, anything, single motherhood, anything, leave it in the comment section below. I'm about to get off of this and go focus.